Hello world. We are anonymous.
If there is one thing that has distinguished the United States of America from the rest of the world, it is our unwavering belief in freedom. And if there is one thing that protects and upholds that freedom, it is the Constitution of the United States.
Clear! Clear! Hold.
We came here looking for a subject that we had an arrest warrant for.
Patriot Act.
Obviously, we didn't find
Permits
it.
federal agents to write their own search warrants.
Roving wiretaps without having to identify the person.
Many Americans are being monitored.
The FBI monitoring young children.
Authorizes surveillance by suspicion, monitoring citizens not linked to any terrorist groups.
I don't think the Patriot Act would have been passed if it would have been called Repeal the Fourth Amendment Act.
Fourth Amendment, gone.
Do you want to have the government have the ability to send you to Guantanamo Bay?
The National Defense Authorization Act.
Gives the military the power to indefinitely detain American citizens.
Without trial.
Suspected, not convicted.
When they say, I want my lawyer, you tell them, shut up.
Officially declares the United States a battleground.
It designates the world as the battlefield, including the homeland.
Sixth Amendment, gone.
There is absolutely never a reason to give up 1 ounce of freedom for the sake of security. It won't work.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
My administration will not authorize the indefinite military detention. President Obama, on New Year's Eve, signed the National Defense Authorization Act.
No more national security letters to spy on citizens who are not suspected of a crime.
President Obama signed into law a 4-year extension of the Patriot Act.
Drones that Congress you love so much just passed a bill which the president is expected to sign into law. Drone aircraft for use in American airspace by the year 2015. The agency officials say 30,000 of them by 2020.
They can be used for surveillance to establish daily routine.
From the moment that you walk out of your home in the morning until you return at night, your every movement will be tracked by this unseen eye in the sky.
Governor Romney, as president, would you have signed the National Defense Act?
Yes, I would have, and I do believe that it's appropriate.
I think you want to use every tool that you can possibly use. The Patriot Act has clearly been a key part of that. All of us will be in danger for the rest of our lives.
There is no such society that I'm aware of where we've had radical individualism and that it succeeds as a culture.
There is such a society. It's called the United States of America.
This idea that people should be left alone, be able to do whatever they want to do. Government should keep our taxes down and keep our regulation flowing. That we shouldn't get involved in the bedroom. We shouldn't get involved in cultural issues. That is not how traditional conservatives view the world.
They want you to believe that patriotism means that you support everything the government wants. A true patriot defends liberty and the people.
Politicians are politicians, but Ron Paul is a human being, ladies and gentlemen.
He's one of us, not one of them.
And the people know that the system we have is not working. It's not working economically. It's not working monetarily. Our foreign policy is not working. And therefore they're looking for answers. They will not welcome us with open arms. But there is a vacuum out there. And the vacuum is not in one political party. It is pervasive. It's throughout the country. It is throughout the political system. Ideas spread. They can't stop them. An idea whose time has come cannot be stopped by any army or any government.
Two-thirds of Americans say it's not worth fighting. And they're looking at the value gain versus the cost in American lives, certainly, and Iraqi lives.
So
I propose that the federal government reduce the risk posed by these troubled assets and supply urgently needed money so banks and other financial institutions can avoid collapse and resume lending.
So I supported the last administration's efforts to create the Financial Rescue Program. I'll make our government open and transparent so that anyone can ensure that our business is the people's business. So I want to be very clear in calling upon the Egyptian authorities to refrain from any violence against peaceful protesters. People in Egypt have rights that are universal.
be silenced, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're an atheist. You will get back to your goddamn rights, and we will have our rights, one way or the other. We will never be fighting you.
This has been a very partisan Congress. They can't agree to do anything. And yet, over the past few months, they've rapidly come together and agreed to things like this anti-protest bill and a stunning attempt to crack down on internet freedoms. We saw SOPA, and they haven't stopped. It's just the media has stopped talking about it.
You really don't know a damn thing, and I mean politicians all over the world. All countries, all, are basically corrupt. The people in Washington should know more about human behavior, the latest technologies. They tell you if you want freedom, write your congressman. Why do you have to write him? He should know all those things.